There's a cluster of prefab homes located on the West Coast that are all the exact same size, shape, and color. They have a painted metal siding, a wood interior, and are said to be designed around the principle of sophisticated minimalism at 240 square feet. I've been talking about small footprint prefab homes on this channel for years now, but talking it and living it are two completely different stories, and I've never stayed in anything quite this small. Will it be claustrophobic? Can I run any of my top programs in the kitchen? How will it feel? I have no idea, but I'm looking to find out. I crunched the numbers, and buying a 240 square foot prefab home to make this video simply isn't in the budget right now. However, I did find a place that I can rent one on a nightly basis, and I'll stay as long as it takes. 3 nights. The budget allows for 3 nights. Off to Tofino. Tofino is located on the west coast of Vancouver Island and is known for beaches, old growth forests, and has more mustaches per capita than anywhere I've been. I wish I could grow one, but... The home in question was built by the one and only Oxbox, located a few hours up the street in Nanaimo. 240 square feet. Let's see how it feels. Well, I have made my way to Tofino, and behind this fence is my 240 square foot home that I have been staying in for about the last 36 hours. Come on in, let's have a look around. I know what a lot of people are thinking right now. 240 square feet, that's not a lot of space. And yeah, you're right, but it's not supposed to be. There are large models available. This is not one of them. One of the design principles that went into this home is it's designed to push people outside. So it's not meant for people who want to be inside for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's meant for people who are going to spend a lot of their time outside, and that's obvious when you look at this outdoor space. A lot of the renderings on websites for homes like this show the unit and then 10 miles in every direction, as if there's going to be nothing around it. And sure, occasionally, every now and then, that is the case. But that is not the case here. There's 10 of these lined up side by side by side across from, I think, 10 Airstreams. There's campsites back there, but they've still managed to create some privacy so you can go outside and enjoy it without feeling like you're on top of each other. One of the cool things that I like about this outdoor space is they've got this outdoor shower. So you can step inside. There's a bit of extra privacy with these steel panels right here. I don't know that I would go buck in here. I haven't yet. Probably won't, because there is a little pass through there. Somebody might, not my speed. Over here, they've got the outdoor fire pit, so you could roast a hot dog there or at the barbecue. You got a couple different options for glizzies. You can do them at the barbecue, you can do them in the fire pit. When you're done, you bring them over to the picnic table. Now, it just started to rain, so I want to show you what they got going on the front, because perfect timing. On the front of the 240, they've got this covered porch, which is great for when you're coming home and it's raining like it is right now. This is what I've been using as the front door. So I've been coming and going out of this, and if I'm going out into the side yard, I use the side door. That's just me. Over here, because of where we are in Tofino, there's lots of surfing around. They've got these hooks outside, probably designed for wetsuits. That's where I put my wetsuit. Yeah, I mean, the covered porch in this climate, it's a game changer. Go inside. Big thank you to Article for sponsoring this video. For those that know me well, you probably already know that I'm not what most would consider a shopaholic, and rarely treat myself to new things because I just don't like the act of going to shop. It's the reason I've been sitting on the same wooden chair for these videos. Look at this thing. This is what I've been sitting on until I heard about Article. Curious to know how many people had this exact chair at their kitchen table in the 90s. Say bye-bye. This was my first time ordering large furniture off a website, and I was surprised at how smooth the entire process was. I even got a text with a delivery time in case I wanted to be home so the company delivering could move the goods directly into my garage. My order included a wood bed frame to replace the rickety little metal thing that I think is just meant to get you by, this chair to replace the wood kitchen chair from 1993, and the lamp that you can see over my right shoulder. Pretty slick. Article's team of designers are all about finding the perfect balance between style, quality, and price. They're dedicated to thoughtful craftsmanship that stands the test of time and looks good doing it. It really does. Click the link in my description or scan the QR code on screen to get $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more with Article. Welcome inside the Oxbox 240. Cozy, right? Now, there are a couple things that I've noticed after spending a bit of time in this unit. I'm taking my mic off because I already shot this and it folded over and sounded like I was screaming into a tin can full of pennies. So hopefully this will be better. After spending a bit of time in this home, I've noticed a few things that I might not have picked up on if I was just shooting a quick tour and then taking off again, which is kind of nice. It's nice to be able to spend a bit of time in here. One of the things that I've looked at is what's standard and what's an upgrade. The standard spec is a birch plywood interior, and as you can see, this is a tongue and groove on both the walls and ceiling. Another one that jumped out at me is the standard spec is white windows and doors, and as you can see, they've got this slick black that looks awesome. I don't have the price on what it takes to go from one to the other, but as long as it doesn't break the bank, that's an option I would probably go for. Speaking of pricing, the base price on this unit without any of the upgrades is $96,000 Canadian, and I don't have the USD conversion off the top of my head, but I will put it somewhere on the screen, okay? All right, let's move on. So obviously we've got the entrance, and then this is a stationary bed. I can't fold this up into a couch. In some circumstances, it would make sense to have like a fold-out couch, but that's not what they've done here. To my left is the kitchenette and some storage, so let's have a look at that. This might surprise people, but I didn't pay a heck of a lot of attention to the amenities included when I booked this stay, and one of the things that kind of caught me off guard is no cooktop. I'm sure you can get it if you want it, it's just not included in this. That's kind of how it works. So just because you don't see it here doesn't mean it's not possible. So what they've got is actually a surprisingly large sink right here. They've got the mini fridge, and then they've got open storage here, a place where I can put the coffee maker, and then closed storage above that with one shelf on that side and another on this side. Now, inside the mini fridge, what I brought doesn't really make a lot of sense, and this is not a bit, but I brought bread. This is leftover chicken from the other day. This is a quiche that I got at a gas station. This is the remains of my 7-layer dip. I brought a pack of grape tomatoes. I brought strawberries. I brought 3 eggs, which I don't really have a use for unless I try to cook them on the barbecue. I don't know how to do that though. And then there's half a salad there, so. Not a lot of thought went into the packing list for me. I'm just not really a good cook, so. Over here, we've got a coat closet, which is great. Shelf up above, and then more open storage down here. Perfect spot for my suitcase. I've got the case for my mics here and my computer there. Beside the bed, we've got kind of this floating night table that has a little compartment in there, perfect for your phone charger, and then these little lights that are not fixed, so they are added on after. All in all, it's a very usable kitchen. If you're living in it, obviously you're going to want something more to cook with, but it hasn't been a problem for me. Let's go to the bathroom. Let's go into the bathroom. We're not going to the bathroom. For reference, I've got the camera set up in the shower looking back towards the vanity. Now, I like this bathroom. There are a few things going on that I need to talk about, a couple of which I just noticed today. First things first, for a 240 square foot home, they didn't skimp on the size of this bathroom. It does not feel cramped at all. And one of the reasons for that is there's some natural light coming in. So they've got this full length window right here that's frosted. And something that I just picked up on today is if you've got the bathroom door open, you lose out on that natural light, right? Wrong. So they've got a light in the door as well, and they line up so that when the door's open, the natural light comes through both the outside window and through the door, so you're not missing out on that if the door is open. The second thing that I just noticed today, every light switch is dimmable, so I can dim this to whatever level I want. But what I just picked up on today is when you go from on directly to off, you still get a bit of a dimming transition. So watch this. Instead of just going off, gradually goes to dark, and instead of just going straight to bright, it will gradually come up, which, to be honest, is completely useless, but I like it. It's just something cool, and it's better than just going on to off or off to on. I like it. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Over here, we've got the vanity, lots of counter space around. They've got the black hardware in the bathroom, which I believe is an upgrade. Under here, they've got a drawer for storage. And here's something that I'm on the fence about. So they've got this recessed section here, which I like. But my concern would be people who would think this is a place to store junk. There are people out there that have 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 products that they use in a bathroom. And my concern would be they would use this space here to line up all the products, you know, razor blades, mousse, whatever. This could get eaten up by that, and I think it would just be not a great look. I like the space if you can control what you put there, like for example here. It's a perfect spot for Kleenex and maybe one or two other things, but if it's wall to wall with BS products, I just don't know that I would like that look, and that would be my worry. Now, the shower also has the upgraded tile and the upgraded hardware, which is awesome. And all in all, I really like this bathroom because again, you don't feel cramped in here. You don't feel like you're in a 240 square foot home, which is great because you don't want to come in here and feel like you got to move around like this. You want to be able to move around the space easily and, I don't know, just enjoy it. Let's head back out here. The final section of the 240 square foot studio that I haven't shown is this wall right here. So on this wall, they've got a couple of coat hooks by the front door, obviously to hang up a jacket when you come in. They've got the light switches for this section of the home, also dimmable, also do that thing that I like in the bathroom. And then they've got this door here, which doubles as a window. For windows in the home, they've got the full wall of windows on the front. They've got this door window here, and then they've got the window in the bathroom. So definitely no shortage of natural light coming into the space, which I think really helps the way it feels. All in all, I have enjoyed my stay here. It was cool to be able to spend some time in the space to really get a feel for what it's like to spend time in the space, I guess. You know, I didn't really know what to expect with a 240 square foot home. The smallest home that I've stayed in long term was 350 square feet, and this is 110 square feet smaller than that. I think the best way to describe this model would be cozy. And no, that is not just a fancy word for small, because there is more to it than that. There's the heated floors, there's the wood walls, there's the way the lights dim when you turn them off. It all adds up, and the place has good feels. Tip of the cap to the folks over at Oxbox, because you can tell there's a lot of care in this build, and it turned out very well. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next